Okay, so this morning I am in Flores, Guatemala, and we are off to Tikal, the ancient Mayan ruins of Tikal, where they filmed Star Wars. So let's go.
Hola, señor, ¿cómo estás?
Todo bien, muy bien. ¿Ya tienes tu ticket para poder ingresar al parque?
No necesito compro. Gracias. Hola. Buenos días.
Boleta de control de
Sí.
velocidad, me chequeo acá, por favor. Boletita no te dieron. A ver.
Chao, amigo, gracias.
Gracias.
Bueno.
All right, so I made it to Tikal. I couldn't understand what was happening when I went and I had to buy the ticket to get in, and then the guy gave me a second ticket, and when I was asking what it was, he was saying it's the control de velocidad, it's the speed limit, and they made very clear the speed limit's 45, don't exceed it, you don't want to hit animals. But I couldn't understand what the second ticket was for, and then when I got here and I had to get entrance to the actual archaeological grounds, he asked me for that ticket, and he wrote that he checked what time I left and checked the time I got here, and I realized that they checked the time to make sure that you're not speeding and flying. So I was going a little bit faster at points. I was trying to stay at 45, and I'd look down and I'm doing 60, 65. Just 45 is really slow, but anyway, no problems, but keep that in mind. Don't fly down the road, and let's go check it out. Okay, so I've made it to Tikal. Tikal is an ancient Mayan city. I'm really excited to be here. They believe that it started around in the 4th century BC, so about 500 before Christ. So it's almost 2,500 years old, which is insane. And they think that it reached its zenith, its height of power, in about 280. So again, that's almost 2,000 years ago, which is crazy. By the 7th century, so it's that in 600s, I think, it was conquered by Teotihuacan, which is the Aztec city that I visited, North Mexico City. So that's quite a ways away from here. It's amazing just how much of these ancient cities there are, and how much they interacted and traded and conquered and fought. They say that the site, I believe, is about 15,000 acres or hectares, and they've only uncovered about 10% of it. So there's just so much of the city uncovered in the jungle. It looks like the biggest city that I've seen so far. I think it's going to be most of the day walking around. But yeah, let's go see some temples and cool old Mayan ruins. Woo! It's a mad looking tree, and I can hear animals in here. I think there's monkeys in here. I'm going to see if I can get a peek. It's definitely the largest of any of the cities that I've ever been to. I just saw the map there, and it's like 25 minute, half an hour walk between some of the sites. So it looks like it'll be an all-day thing, which is great. What a cool setting with the jungle, and the monkeys and little anteaters and all that stuff. It's too bad. I think the camera's having a hard time picking up the monkeys in the trees and little things off to the side. It's just like something out of National Geographic, honestly. I'm walking along and there's this big line of, they're red ants, so I don't want to get bit by any of them. That happened to me the first time on this trip. There's so many of them, but they have like a line and they're all carrying leaves, little bits of leaves. I guess they're eating them or making something with them, but look this, it's really like National Geographic. Starts there, goes all the way into there. See if we can get a better look at this. So many of them. Wow. Really is like National Geographic. Look, they've made a literal highway. They've cleaned the leaves off of here and made a highway. Indiana Jones. Oh, wow. Just incredible to be able to walk around in here. Okay, this is the baño de vapor, which is a steam bath, and apparently the Mayans use lots of steam baths. They use different techniques to do it, but steam bath, wow, wasn't just the Romans. Okay, so the Temple of the Jaguar there, apparently the king, the most important king, would sit up there at the very top while everybody was gathered down here. So he was the king and he was the leader of the politics, the military, and the religion. And Apocalypto was filmed there, the scene where they cut the guy's head off and I think throw it down. What an incredible place. It's a turkey, the most colorful turkey in the world. It's very steep. I like that it's possible to climb all over these. Some of the ones in Mexico you couldn't. The best one, Palenque, you could. Palenque and Tikal, my favorite. Wow. It's a monkey. Wow. All right, so that ends the Tikal adventure. I've heard rumors of where I'm staying in Flores, that there is across the river in San Miguel, you take a little boat, a lancha, y there's an abuelita con pescado blanco and whitefish from the lake. It's unique to the area. So I'm gonna hope to make it there before it closed. It was closed yesterday. And I've made some new friends who are so nice. They walked me around, they told me all about Tikal. They even bought me food and beer, which is insane. They wouldn't let me pay. And we're gonna go check it out. Hola.
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 How are you? Creo que voy a hacer lo mismo, una foto. ¿Tomamos una foto los cuatro?
¿Solo la comida le quiere tomar?